record it. Okay, so let's talk about the compensation plan. We do know that there are going to be some changes. We're going to have 12 ways to make money, but we got a week to use what we got right now. And we're going to have additions to what we're having. So it's not that some of this is going to change. I don't think we're going to just have additional ways to get paid. And I'm going to stress to you the fact that sometimes all of us run into people that say, well, I don't want to recruit. I don't want to build a team. I don't want to do any of that. I don't know, whatever. You don't have to. You know that you can take this one stream of income right here, online dispensary. Every one of you that is here, you are the owner. You got to own this. You got to start saying this out of your mouth. I own my own online dispensary. And because you own your own store, you get paid 20 to 50% of the commissionable volume of every single product in that store. Whatever product we have today, tomorrow, next week, next year, years to come, they will be there on your website. It surprises, really surprises people because they think, oh, because you're talking about the flatbed lifestyle, that's the only thing that you're going to get. Nope, you get everything, whether you want it or not. And you're going to earn that income. Now, people often ask me the question about, well, if I'm a dispensary owner or if I'm a distributor or business partner, do I get a discount? No, you don't. You just get paid for what you buy. How cool is that? Everything you buy yourself or everything anybody else buys from your store, you get paid commission on. And you don't have to have inventory in your hand. You don't have to have a garage full of stuff that you can't get rid of. They're going to drop ship it from Chicago to your customer in all 50 states. And guess what? Eventually that will be globally. And you and your customer get free shipping anytime. It's not $75, that's what the screen says, but since the pandemic, our CEO dropped that to $50. And since then, it's $50 or more free shipping. And they get affordable, natural, and organic products. And rarely do you hear those three words in the same sentence. So now, let's talk about how do I get from 20 and progress my percentage up? Because ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you, this is the first company I've ever been in that the more money you bring in or the more money that takes place happens on your website, the more the company pays you. How awesome is that? You bring in 20, you bring in $1, even, and you start getting paid from the beginning, from $1 all the way to $499. You're 20% of the CV. CV, that stands for commissionable volume. In other words, we don't get paid off of the retail price of a product. That would cause the company to go bankrupt. They got to have some operating expense. So, but I've been told by reputable, seasoned veterans that our company's CV is higher than the average company, higher than most companies that you run across. And I'll show you how you get to your CV. So if somebody went to your website tonight and spent $50 and the CV was $50, you would get paid 20% of that $50. If somebody did $500 in its CV, then you'd get paid 25%. Look at that, you just got a raise. That's why CV is something you should check often. You don't wait till the end of the month and not know what your CV is. You don't need your upline to tell you what your CV is. You check it yourself because you want to know if you're close to getting a raise. Who gets close and doesn't want that raise, right? But with every upgrade of the CV, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, you must have at least a minimum number of customers, as you can see in this chart. 2, 5, 15, 25. Now, don't let that sweat you because the majority of the time, if you had $500 worth of CV, more than likely you've got 2 customers because guess what? You are one of them. Yes, You are always included in that CV. And then to throw in a bonus, the company gives you this fourth column, product bonus. Product bonus is free product for you with that amount. You get $100 worth of free product when you hit 1,000, $250 worth of product. And the way you get that product is you must send an email to support@wakana.com, support@wakana.com. You let them know, hey, this month I did $1,000. I would like to get my $100 worth of product bonus. I would like this, this, and this. And they send it to you. Of course, they're going to double check and make sure you're not just making something up, but you get that product bonus. And from time to time, our CEO with her generous self will say double product bonus. And when that's double product bonus, you better get to work, calling customers, getting new customers. Our company is customer based. We have more customers than we do distributors because we have such great product. Customers come month after month after month. And then we often hear the accolades of people who have a bronze dispensary, silver dispensary, gold or platinum dispensary. That means that person in that calendar month did 500, 1,000, 2,500, or 5,000 CV. Those are your 4 numbers to remember. You don't even have to take a picture of this chart. You got to learn 4 numbers. 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. That's the ones you want to remember. And that's the ones you're checking to see how close you are to those numbers. Because that's what caused you to get a raise from 20 to 25 to 30 to 35 to 40. Where do you check it? You look for your CV in your back office. You sign in, you click back office, you click my team, and your best friend is data viewer. Data viewer. Data viewer is your best friend. So let me go there so you actually physically see me do it. See, I got a lot of stuff. I got too much stuff open. Okay, there we go, right there. Wakana. So on my website, I click sign in. Always have to put the CAPTCHA for security purposes. And you're looking for this navigation bar underneath this top one. If you don't see 2 navigation bars, my back office, then click my back office and it will appear. And you're going to my team. My team, data viewer. That's your best friend. And then it's going to look like this. It has these columns: levels, points earned, sales value, CV, customers, and distributor. Right now, we're just focused on this one column, CV. This one row, personal. Personal is you by yourself, solo. No team, just by yourself. So when those people come to you talking about not wanting to build a team, not wanting to recruit anybody, don't sweat it. Tell them that's okay. Here's how you make the money by yourself. Personal. If a person did 527.16 in one calendar month for CV, guess what? They didn't get paid 20%. They got paid 25%. If a person did $1,225.62 in CV in one calendar month, they didn't get paid 20 or 25. They got paid 30% in one calendar month. Every month, it starts over. Every month you start out at 0. So it's from the 1st of the month to the 30th, the 31st, 28th, whatever the last day of the month is. That's when it's calculated because you get paid on the 15th of the following month. You don't want to get paid any sooner than that because you don't want to get paid 20% when you're supposed to get paid 40%. So if you did that 1,000, here's an example of 24, 29, 80. In one calendar month, this person did this. Really, really good job, right? No, not a good job. Because the next number is what? 2,500. This is too close to leave money on the table. I'm just saying, if I'm 71 CV away from a raise, I'm getting the 71 CV. Okay, well, what do I know? How do I know what I need to buy, Dr. Ross? Go to your website. Let's go to your website, because every single product has a CV associated to it. So all I got to do is go to my website. You have to log in, because only the distributors can see the CV. So you must log in. And I'm just going to go to shop, and I'm going to click, one of the top selling products is the topical cream, right? Topical cream. Wait for it to come up. Very slow. Okay. Topical cream. I click view the details of the topical cream. I come down past all the details and down here to where the prices are, and I see this eye, physical eye. Over by volume, I don't have to click it, just put my cursor on it, and what does it say? 45. That's how much CV for every time somebody gets topical cream. So how much did I need? I needed 71. So that would be 2. 45 is 90. But that's how you find CV for every single product on the website. And some products have more, like the Hemp MD has 100 CV, 105 CV, 100 CV, and the 21-day cleanse, I think it is, has over 100 CV. You can make your own cheat sheet so that you don't have to check this every time. You'll know exactly. But my point is, you're wanting to now not let this happen. Find your CV, know what you need, get on the phone, call your customers, see who's out of what. Are you out of some gummies? Are you out of this? Because guess what? If everybody's taken care of, me personally, I'm just saying, I'm not going to miss getting the raise. I'm going to buy me a couple bottles of pain cream or whatever I need to get. Same thing happens when you get to 5,000, and we have people that are doing this all the time, month after month after month after month, because as I said earlier, it starts over every single month. Along with that free. And don't wait till 3 months, 10 months pass and you've gotten your bonuses, and now you call the company and say, okay, I got $1,000 worth of free bonus. Please don't do that. Stay on top of it. There's no way, there's no record of it. You keep up with it yourself. All right. So now, that being said, we want to make sure people do understand that you can generate a good monthly income just with your store. Like I said, even if a person doesn't want to build a team, you can generate a $500, $1,000, or $2,500 every single month, and eventually, maybe it'll be announced in Vegas, we will have auto ship. Now, it won't be a required auto ship. Why is that important? Because I personally have customers, they wish we did, that they wish they wouldn't have to think about ordering their gummies, that they would automatically come. When people have products that are helping them, they don't want to be without it. I have a godmother. She uses the tincture. She uses the black seed oil. Matter of fact, I got to get some over to her. And she uses it like clockwork because it's kept her A1C down. It's getting her off her insulin. So now she doesn't want to be without it. So that's why it's going to be powerful, because that's going to guarantee you having a certain monthly income, because these folk will be on auto ship. So what do? We work to get the customers. So if you're here tonight and you want to have $500, for the average person, $500, an extra $500 a month coming in can change some things, can relax some things. Just an extra 500. What does it take? 17 customers. I'm so excited when Jarvis brought this to us and broke these numbers down for us to be able to really, really see how simple, how easy it is for you to have an income. And let me tell you something, when you bring in a new distributor, the first thing you want to help them to do is make some money. So 17 customers, it doesn't even really matter how long that takes for that to happen. If I can know I'm in a vehicle that can get me there, if I can find 17 customers that spend about $119 every month, that's 100 CV. 17 times 100 is 1,700. Where does that take you? That takes you to 30%. 30% of the 1,700 CV gives you $510 every single month. So, okay, you say, well, Dr. Ross, what's 100 CV? Let's look at it. Hempranium 500 and broad spectrum gummies. Dr. Reed has taught us about the trifecta, where you should really promote to people to have different products if they're especially trying to get CBD into their system on a regular basis. But just these two products, that's 100 CV. The Hemp MD by itself is 100 CV. The Hempranium 500 and the pain cream is 105 CV. What am I trying to show you? How easy it is for people to use and spend 100 CV. The 21-day cleanse, there it is, 120 CV. The 7-day cleanse, not by itself, but maybe with the flat belly coffee that you can have later after you come off the cleanse, 35, well, that's 105 CV. Maybe you're talking to, or maybe you're dealing with natural hair like me or a beautician, the hemp powered hair, along with the shampoo, conditioner, detangler, and the oud oil. Look at there. If you promote to hairstylists, there you go. You've got your 105 CV. And then please don't forget, because we often have specials here at Wakana. We'll probably have something for Mother's Day, Father's Day. We always have something for all the holidays, and the product price gets discounted. Well, don't be surprised when your CV gets discounted, because it goes together. So now we talked about the 17 customers. Easy peasy, I promise you. And if it took you a long time to do it, if it took you 12 months, I mean, we're going to really take the snail pace. If you're a person who says, I'm so busy, I don't have time, and this is what you run into, people who are so busy, they're busy doing other things, they're busy with their own business, they're busy with their own family, they're a caretaker, they're this, that, and the other, and they don't have but a little bit of time to work the business. But if it took them 12 months to get them in a place where they have an additional $510 per month, that would just be 2 customers approximately every single month. Now, speed that up from 2 a month to 2 a week to 2 a day. And you see where this can take you. Okay, so you say, okay, but I need 1,000 a month. Okay, let's talk about 1,000 a month. That's 30 customers. I'm not asking them to spend more money. No, we're going to get more customers spending the same amount. Now, you will have customers that will spend more than this. But the average, we've had the average person spending is about $125. So you just need 30 customers spending the same amount. That gives you 3,000 CV. Guess what you're at? You're at 35%. And now you have every single month $1,050 coming in like clockwork. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. You're only racing against yourself. You're not racing against anybody else. So if it takes you a whole solid year, 12 months, that's just 3 customers per month. Let's speed it up again. 3 a month, 3 a week, 3 every 2 weeks, 3 a day. When you're doing massive action, that's when you're going for 3 per day. And for all you big baller shot callers, yes, let's get you to 2,500 a month. That's where we need to be, right? 50 customers. 50 customers spending the same amount of money gets you to the point where you are getting 2,500. Now, this 2,500, as you see, it has a little asterisk by it. You're at 40%, but that also brings in an additional $500 product bonus. So you're actually getting 2,000 plus $500 in free product. And that's with 50 customers. That's just 4 months if it took you 12 months to do it. But I know if you're like me, you want the whole 2,500 enchilada. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I ain't trying to split it up. Give me my product, but I want the cash. So I need what? 63 customers. 63 customers. Listen, guys, don't matter how long it takes you. We have a vehicle that will get us there. All of a sudden, you'll look up and you'll have these 63 customers, and you will be making a whopping $2,500 per month every single month. My goodness, would anybody love to have that on auto ship right now? Guaranteed coming in. Why do I say guaranteed? I'm not making a guarantee. I'm saying guaranteed because our products work. Because when people use our pain cream and it releases them of their pain or alleviates their pain or lessens their pain, whatever it does, they keep using it. When the gummies keep helping you sleep, don't you keep using the gummies? Absolutely. So if that takes you 12 months, that's just 5 customers every month. Who here can't go after 5 customers per month? Some months you'll hit it, some months you won't hit it, some months you'll hit more. But on the average, 5 customers every month. But I'm gonna tell you something. Even if a person says they don't want to build a team, which is what I said, I didn't join Wakanda to build a team. I didn't join Wakanda to recruit anybody. I joined because I saw these products working and it was changing people's lives. And now we have so much more than we did when I joined the company. And the first people I sold that came on board, they asked me, can I have my own website? God bless the child who's got his own. Yes. And now guess what happens? You say yes to that because you're not concerned about losing the 20 to 50% because you gain the 15%. You gain 15% from their website. And I'm gonna tell you something. Folk will refer people to you, but there's a whole nother mindset when they get their own website and they refer people to themselves that they did not refer to you. So now, bam, you start doing what I call make money while you sleep. And you can earn anywhere from 15 all the way down to 1%. How does that happen? Somebody tells somebody who tells somebody who tells somebody who tells somebody who tells somebody. That's called networking. That's called getting overrides. And people tell me they don't like the network market, but they're lying because we all do it. Everybody network markets. Everybody doesn't get paid for it. Because if anybody tells you they're coming to your city and your town, and when they get off the plane, where can they go get some seafood? Where can they go get some vegan food? Where can they go get some Mexican? Whatever they want, where can they go? And you tell them, you just networked for that restaurant, but they didn't send you a check. If you refer anybody to a movie, if you refer anybody to a product, if you, whatever it is, you're networking for them, but not getting paid. I don't know how many people I told, you got to see The Woman King. They didn't send me no money. So guess what? Here at Wakanda, when you share that with somebody, you get 15%, and they share it with somebody, you get 5% of theirs. And when they share it, you get 5 and 2 and 2 and 1. And that's just when you share it with one person who shares it with one person who shares it with one person. Doesn't it make sense to tell somebody else? Because now you tell somebody else who tells somebody else who tells somebody else, and then it makes sense for you to tell another person directly. Everybody you tell directly is on what's your front line, is on that level 1, and you're getting 15%. So how many times can you do this? It's unlimited. There's no limit to what starts happening, and then you're getting to change. Then you're sitting out at the beach, and you're looking at your phone and in your back office, because who's your best friend? Data viewer. You're looking in your phone and you're realizing, oh, somebody just bought this. Somebody just bought this. And I didn't, down to 1%. That may be thousands of people. That may be people in other countries. When we go globally, that you won't know who that is, but do you mind cashing the check? No, I don't think so. And then, just look at this 15%. We talked about the 20 to 50%, but let's kind of focus on this 15% for a second. 15%, that's everybody you personally sponsor. You're getting 15% from what people do on their website. That's called the retail overrides. Now, let's just say if they're doing the same thing we just talked about, 1,700 CV, that was the 17 people, right? They're doing 1,700 CV. That's on your level 1. If everybody does that, guess what? Your level 1, you're getting 15%. That's $255. Your level 2, you're getting 5%, $85. Level 3 is $85. Level 4 is $34. Level 5, $34. Level 6, $17. And level 7, $17. That's if every one of these person has 17 customers doing 100 CV. That's an additional $527 from somebody sharing it with somebody who shares it with somebody who shares it with somebody 7 levels down. And that did not include you, because you did the same thing. Remember, $510. I'm just doing the minimum. You did the same 510. With you doing that and they sharing it too. In a perfect world, all 7 levels, that brings you to 1,037. And that's just 17 customers. And everybody else is doing the same thing. So retail overrides. We're still talking about just the store, you haven't built a team yet. You're just talking about people being customers, getting customers, getting customers. So let's just say we get 10 people on level 1 at 15%, 1,700 CV, 10 people who have 17 customers. I'm not going to the 53 and the 63 and all that. 17 customers. Can we find 10 people on our team to each get 17 customers? You, 10, each one getting 17 customers. That means you're getting paid $255 for each one of them. $255. That's $2,550 every month. And each of them is getting $510. See, you got to help people make money. The moment people make money, they will stay. The moment we get people to earn some money, they've invested, the sooner we get them to make some money, they will not go anywhere. Each of them is going to be getting 510 because they got 17 customers. That was the first example I gave you. However long it takes them to do that. We want them to do that as fast as they possibly can. But if you did 20 people, I need you to see these numbers. I need you to see the potential that we have here at Wakanda. That's why when you plant your flag here, you plant your flag here, because this can be profitable for you. When you grow your business, grow your retail base to 20 customers, grow your customer base. And then don't forget, you're one of them. Grow it to 20 people, each having 17 customers. Each of them is getting $255 each. Each of them is bringing you in $255 each. That takes you to $5,100. 20 people. You get 20 people and they get 17 customers. And don't ever forget that we're helping them to earn $510 each. They're making money. You're not just the, you've been in businesses where everybody else made money and you didn't make any. No, not here. They are making some money. Anybody want to go to 50 people? Come on, let's go there. You got 50 people doing the same thing. 50 people doing the same thing. Wow. 50 people with 17 customers. Can we work for that? Can we push for this? Where you're making $12,750 every single month, and each of them is still getting $510. Wow. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? And how do you know? Where do you check it? Who's your best friend? Who is your best friend? Data viewer. Data viewer. That's your best friend. And all you do is look at that CV. And now you're not just looking at the one top row, because now you've built where you got a lot of people who shared it with somebody, who shared it with somebody, who shared it with somebody, and they all have websites. In this example, this person did 5,000 themselves, 40% of that 5,000, but they got 15% of the 11, 5% of the 9,700, 5% of the 4,500. My God, that was a great, oh yes, it was. It was a nice cha-ching, nice paycheck. And we're still just talking about retail. We're still just talking about retail. You haven't ranked, you're not a diamond or a ruby or anything. You just retail. Just good products, just flat belly lifestyle. You're doing scans, you're getting people help, you're getting people healthier. And at some point you move to the next level, because if you got 7 gifts under the tree, you might as well open up all of them. And that's when you decide, that person says, I think I want to do this business. Or somebody already sees this from the beginning and says, like some of you did, I think I want to do this business. And that means you now move into the realm of being a broker so that you can get dispensaries sold. The dispensaries we have, the $14.99, the $7.99, the $1.99, and other dispensaries that are starting to pop up on our websites. But you get paid every time one is sold. Yes. And you get overrides when somebody else sells it. So every time somebody becomes a wellness coach and gets the wellness coach dispensary for $14.99, pop, you get paid $400 up front. That's upfront money. It's in the whole 2 weeks, but it's a weekly payout. It's in the whole for 2 weeks. If you did it every week, that would become weekly. And if somebody does that same thing, you get 100, and if they do it, you get 50 and 50 and 20 and 20 and 20. Overrides. Somebody who tells somebody who tells somebody. It works the same way as it did when I was doing the retail sales. If they do the $7.99 pack, from 200 down to 10. If they do the starter pack, from 35 down to 5. So it doesn't matter which package they come in, you still get paid regardless if they started the starter pack or if they go all the way to the top. Good, better, best, the wellness coach dispensary. And you get paid overrides when somebody else does that. And you even get paid when you become a scan coach or a wellness coach, if they purchase the 7 or 21 day cleanse. If they purchase the 7 or 21 day cleanse, you get paid. And there's some guidelines to that. So if they purchase the 21 day cleanse and you're the wellness coach, you get $25 for doing it, for taking care of them, and $20 for scanning them. Now you get both if you're both persons, but it depends on if you are the person who scanned and did the wellness. Oftentimes you may not be the same person, because somebody may call you from another city or another state, and they want you to scan for them, and they might be the wellness coach. Or maybe somebody is not either one. They'll just get paid the commission from the sale. And it's the job of the scan coach to determine whether they are going to give them that report complimentary, Or they have the choice of, if they get the phase 3, the 21-day, it comes with it. But if they get the phase 2, then the skin coach has the option of offering this complimentary or charging them $29.95. And you get paid a pieces of part of that, $7 of that as well for the wellness and skin coach. Where do you check all of this? Who's your best friend? Data viewer. Data viewer. But now we're talking about dispensaries. Since we're talking about dispensaries, it's under points earned. Dispensaries, points earned. Products are also points earned as well, but dispensaries are not CV. Now I know I've confused you, but I'll make it plain. I'll make it plain. Let's talk about ranking, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, because we want everybody to rank. Look at those rankings, aren't they pretty? Pearl, Jade, Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star. Who's gonna be a 5-star diamond? Everybody on this call. Eventually, yes. Eventually. I was listening to somebody teach the other day, and they said, when you go to a place, when you go to a conference or somebody or somewhere like we're going to be in Vegas, look at the person next year and tell them, I'm going to outlast you. They say that people will, anybody that's at the conference, who's at the next conference is making money because they'll be at the next conference or the next event. I'm going to outlast you. I'm going to be here the next time we have a conference, no matter where it is. I'm going to be here the next one. Ranking starts at Pearl, 2,000 points. What is 2,000 points? Basically, it's you and one other person getting anything that comes to 2,000 points. So that if it was a wellness coach, and then one other person that maybe got the wellness dispensary, you'd have 2,000 points. But the beauty of the ranking here is that you can't do it by yourself. That's the beauty. That's what I love about ranking. You can't, if you're a Diamond 1-star, you have a team. And on that team, there's an Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Jade, and Pearls. Somebody's making some money somewhere, because you can't go to the top alone. You can only go there with the help and assistance of other people with you. So the way up is to help somebody else up. So if you want to hit Sapphire, that would be what? 2 people hitting Jade, 5 people hitting Pearl. That gets you there. Plus a lot of product too. It's not just about the dispensary sales only, because you actually get points for products. It's dollar for dollar. If a customer spends or $299 retail, you get 299 points. You don't get 299 CV. CV is always less, but points are dollar for dollar. If a person buys Hempranium for $79.95, you get 79.95 points. And you see the points for the packages. The Wellness Coach, 1,500 points. The pack, the Wellness Dispensary, 800 points. And the Starter Pack, 200 points. So back to the Pearl. Pearl is 2,000 points. What do I need to get 2,000 points? The Wellness Coach and 2 starter packs, or 2.5, 3 starter packs. Wellness Coach and a wellness pack. But it's got to be you and somebody else. You can't do it by yourself, because there are rules that we won't talk about tonight, but you cannot do it alone. So you got to have a minimum of 2 people. That's why I tell people, don't worry about the minimum. Just go get and tell everybody, personally sponsor as many people as you possibly can yourself, and then let the rest multiply. So if you want to get to Pearl and you sold 10 starter packs, 10 wellness starter packs at $199, each one is 200. Each wellness starter pack is 200 points. There's your 2,000 points. You just made $350. 5 of those, you made $2,000. 5 wellness dispensaries, you're on your way to Jade. You made $4,000. So this is just to show you what happens when you're able to bring in business builders, business partners. 10 starter packs, you're already at Pearl. And I'm talking about the minimum, but if you did 5 of the $7.99s, look at there, you're at 2,000. 5 of the $14.95s, now you're already past it. You're on your way to Jade. But look what you made up front. That's 400, 400, 400, 400. And if you or a customer spends $299 on your site, you're at 299 PE. I said that earlier. It's dollar for dollar. And then my favorite part of the compensation plan is the wealth pool. And that's where you hit Sapphire. That's where we got to get everybody to Sapphire, Sapphire, Sapphire. Because now you get in this pool and you get 4% to share in the 4% pool. That's 4% of the gross revenue. That's off the top. That's before the bills get paid. That's before the expenses are made. You share in this 4% pool. And this number changes. It's a variable because it's determined by revenue and it's determined by how many people are in the pool. So if it's $100, the value is $100, the Sapphire just made an additional $300 on top of everything else we just talked about. The Diamond just made an additional $3,000. Do you think that value is going to stay the same when we hit 50 million? When we hit 100 million? When we hit 1 billion? No, it's not going to stay the same. When we go globally and other countries are doing the same thing we're doing, do you see these pools are so powerful? And then the Diamonds, they double dip. 2% off the top. They get a dip of the crown jewel pool and the diamond pool. So we got to get into the pool. I need every one of you to make up your mind. I'm going to get into the pool. You can start doing that the rest of this week. I'm going to get into the pool. I'm going to get into the pool before conference. How do I get into the pool? Get 10 people to get 5 people. Get 10 people to get 5 people. Just at the $199 pack. Get 10 people to get 5 people. At the wellness starter pack. Now, you're going to get some people that are going to get the $7.99 pack. You're going to get some people to get the new $3.99 pack. You're going to get some people to get the wellness coach pack. But if minimum, you can find 10 people to get 5 people at the $199 pack, what can happen? 10. That's 2,000. They get 5. That's 10,000. Plus your 2,000 is 12,000. Wow. Oh my God. That's 10 people getting 5 people at the starter pack. That doesn't have to happen overnight. It has to happen over time. And it can happen over time. All right. I'm gonna stop because I'm getting too excited.
Thank you, Dr. Ross.
All right.